10 days.
Exactly. So you don't know, and that's a period of time, man. The Most High can have you suffer, but he could also deliver you too. Didn't he have Habakkuk go get a meal and deliver it to Daniel? Didn't he release Paul from prison? Right? Didn't he release Peter from jail? We're not afraid of the jailers.
Right.
Right?
Be not.
Don't nothing shake us. That's why the scriptures say, fear not him that can kill the body. We don't fear nothing that can kill our bodies.
Right.
What's up, bro?
Somebody got some weed.
No, brother, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Precept.
Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Be that. See, some of us are going to die for this truth. You got to be ready to die. Not in no biggest, smallest folly, but you got to be ready to die for this truth.
Sorry, bro.
Right?
That's like that. See,
because Biggie Smalls died. Right. Guess what? He's as that rich man. He wish he could come back and do what we do.
Yeah.
He wish he could have been in this truth.
See, he wanted to get high off smoking some weed,
Right.
but he should have been over there getting and partaking in this and getting this water.
The scripture says Israel don't consider.
This is Revelations 2. I'm going to start at 25.
Yep.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Still doing what?
It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
Keeping my works unto the end. Real quick, get John 6 and 29. Because what are the works, man? The first work is belief. You got to believe that this is true. You got to believe that Yahushua walked and did what he had to do for our nation. Y'all going into slavery.
Revelations 2 and 25. It says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Power over the nations.
Verse 27. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
See that? Slavery. You shall rule them with a rod of iron. Not with a candy cane. Not with a French fry. We shall rule them with a rod of iron. They're going to be in subjection.
It says, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
They'll be broken to shivers, man.
It says, even I received of my Father.
Even as he have received from his Father. So we'll be the joint heirs. You got that in John 6 and 29?
6 chapter 29. This is John 6 and 29.
Read on.
It says, then said they unto him, what shall we do when we might work the works of the Most High?
See, what shall we do when we shall work the works of the Most High? What are we supposed to do? Go ahead,
It says, verse 28, then said they unto him, what shall we do that we might work the works of the Most High? Yahushua answered and said unto them, this is the work of Yahweh.
This is the work of Yahweh. Read on.
That ye believe on him whom he hath sent.
So that's the first step. You have to believe on him that he hath sent. Right? But you got a lot of our people, they believe that seeing is believing. Not knowing that that's too late, man. It's too late in the game at that point. Somebody use John 20 and 27. Go ahead, brother.
This is Revelations 11. I'm going to start at 3.
Right.
It says, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,200 and 60 days, clothed in sackcloth. It says,
Elijah and Moses. Keep going.
It says, these are 2 olive trees and 2 candlesticks standing before Yahweh on the earth.
Exactly.
It says, and if any man will hurt them, it says, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies.
Right, protection. The Lord protects his people. You understand that?
It says, and if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed.
Yep, he must in this manner be killed. Now where we at?
John 20, 27. This is St. John chapter 20, verse 27.
Read on.
Then said he to Thomas,
Then said he to Thomas, this is Yahushua speaking, after he had been resurrected. But you have to believe that. You understand that? You have to believe that, man. That he died and risen on that 3rd day. Keep going.
Preach hither thy finger, and behold my hands.
So he told it to who? To to Thomas?
Yes.
He said, reach hither into my hand. He wanted to feel the nail, right? Keep going.
And reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side.
And thrust it into my side. What's going on, Esau?
And be not faithless, but believe.
What are you sharing?
And be not faithless, but believe. We're here to teach the truth of the Bible. Do you believe in the Holy Bible?
I do. I'm sharing the gospel.
What do you know about, well, who's the, hey, Isaiah 52, who's the gospel for?
Gospel from.
Who's us?
Us just when you think English means us.
Well, we'll prove that to you. Wait, don't say it around, man. Why we can't, hey, we can't, the Bible says
I
prove all
stopped and
things, so we're
encouraged
going to
you.
prove it. Prove all things.
You guys have a good
Get out of
day.
here.
Wicked flee.
Wicked flee. Slavery according to the Bible.
That's the devil of the Bible, man. Let's
wicked
find out
flee.
who the gospel's for, man.
This is Isaiah 52, verse 7. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings,
That bring of good tidings of the gospel, the good news,
that publish peace,
that publish peace,
that bringeth good tidings of good,
good tidings of good,
that publish salvation.
now where's it being published at? The good tidings, the good news. Where's that being published at?
That saying unto Zion,
That say unto Zion,
thy God reigneth.
see, that say unto Zion that God reigneth. So the good news is only for us. And that's why he had to get up the streets so quickly. Get Proverbs 28, man.
Yeah, bring it out.
The wicked flee where no man pursues. See, we're still
Bring it out,
going.
huh?
We're still standing here,
He
man.
didn't think he was going to bring it out.
He don't remain fast. Wait, right?
I got two. This is 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 6.
Bring it out.
It says, now we command you, brethren,
Yep.
in the name of our Lord Yahushua
In the
HaMashiach,
name of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach.
that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after the traditions which he received of us.
Exactly. You know,
It says, for yourselves know how ye ought to follow us, for we have behaved not ourselves disorderly among you, neither did we eat any man's bread for naught.
see that? Paul said we didn't eat any man's bread for naught. And even he said to the Corinthians, I laid up, he said, I seek not yours but you. Right? We seek you. We want you. You're an Israelite. I don't seek your goods. I'm not coveting your gold or silver. I don't want no money from you. Right? I just want the Israelites to be woken up and this bitch to go down.
It says, but wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be changeable to any of you. See that? Chargeable.
See
It's
that?
like it's chargeable.
We're not chargeable to you. We're not charging you no money, man.
Yep.
But if you'd like to donate, that's cool. But we ain't out here for money, man. Hey, where you at? Get back on John real quick, all right? Before that devil rolled up, man. Get Proverbs 28:1 though. Yep.
Isaiah 47:1.
America gonna be destroyed
That's right.
real soon.
It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right? Come sit in the dust. Now y'all gonna be confused. Keep going.
It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Now y'all at the brink of destruction.
It says, O daughter of the Chaldeans,
Uh-huh.
for
Yeah,
thou
hold it up
shalt
a
be
little
no more called the tender and delicate.
bit. Exactly. Read on. America the Great, right?
It says, take the millstone and grind mill. It says, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the
What
thigh.
does that mean? Make bare the leg. Now your nakedness is going to be shown. The nakedness of you Edomites, your people, your wicked. Right? And you get the whole world drunken as well. You get Israel drunken. Like this right here, like the lesbianism. Right? That's uncovering the leg.
It says, pass over the rivers.
Keep going.
It says, verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
See that? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, right? The wicked acts, lesbianism and all that. Oh, hey, that's before I knew the truth. That's before I knew the truth, though. Hey, you know what? Let's deal with that. Get Acts 3:19. Let's deal with
Come
that.
on, bring it out,
Why I
huh?
got tattoos, right? That's before I knew the truth.
Come on, bring it out.
She's going to pay for those words.
Let's deal with that. Acts real quick.
This is Acts chapter 3, verse 19.
Read on.
Repent ye therefore,
What happened?
repent ye therefore,
Repent ye therefore
and be converted,
and be converted. So I ain't gonna get no more tattoos. Listen, lesbian.
that your sins may not be blotted out.
See that sins may not be blotted
So
out.
like may be blotted
That your
out.
sin may be blotted out. But guess what? Sirach 15:13. Being a lesbian is an abomination according to God.
Come
The
on.
times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord.
Exactly. Get Sirach 15:13. See See, but the Bible tells you about sexual immorality,
Come on.
right? And America pushes it. And they call that being liberal, which means liberty, permission to do wickedness. That's all they want to push. But we're going to push this truth, and let's be hated for it, man.
Come on.
This is Sirach.
You agree with that? We should push the truth, right?
Yeah.
Hey, come here, man.
There's more ass.
This is Sirach, chapter 15, verse 13.
What's up? Go ahead, read it out.
The Lord hateth all abominations,
See, the Lord hateth all abominations, man.
and they that fear God love it not.
And them that fear the Most High don't love it either.
Come on.
You understand that? So we have to tell people their transgressions. And if you don't want to change, you're going to die in your sin. It's very simple.
Come on.
This is Isaiah 2, verse 3.
You know,
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob.
right, the house of the God of Jacob. He's the God of Jacob only.
It says, And he will teach us of his ways, and he will walk in his paths. It says, For out of Zion shall go forth the law.
But out of Zion shall go forth the law. So the law has never been done away with. We're going to push the laws in the kingdom of heaven.
It says, And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, which that's headquarters. That's our land, by the way. You know? But right now it's being defiled by the heathen. Okay? Ezekiel 36 and 5. What's going on, bro? What's going on? How you doing?
Y'all read all the books?
What's up?
Y'all read all of them?
What you mean?
Yeah, we have these books for exponential evidence like this. We know this book is false, the Quran, but then we disprove things using other books. But this is the truth right here.
That's the apocrypha.
Well, I know you
in it.
said,
Yes, yep.
I know you said Osama bin Laden. We're not Muslims.
No, they're not Muslim. They
How is
Israelites.
the Quran fake?
Because it was written by men.
Not only that, bro, that comes from Ishmael. Do you know about the
Every book man by man?
Because the holy scriptures were inspired by God. Because it said so. Oh, that's because we belong to Pastor Jennings' church. I belong to Pastor Jennings. Do you know Jennings?
Who's that? Oh, Gino.
Yes. I was raised in it. So, and this is my son.
And I would say this too. You know about the line of Ishmael? You know who Ishmael is, bro? Who's Ishmael?
Ishmael is a so-called prophet. Not prophet.
What nation did he come from?
Nation of Islam.
What nation did he come from? Nationality?
Oh, he was,
No, he was an Arab. He was an Arab. And the Arabs, brother, they put your ancestors into slavery.
Come
So
on.
the reason why our people, we converted into different, religions, but like Islam, mainly our people converted into Islam to get away from getting murdered, killed. You're not a Muslim. That's not your nationality. It's not your heritage, bro. You will never be accepted as a Muslim, bro.
it's a religion.
Yes, it's a religion. This is the truth. This is your identity. It's the Bible.
That's the Bible was the apocrypha. That's all of the scriptures.
See what I mean? But that's the scriptures talk about that,
This song's 119 and 111.
I pray for his soul. I don't want him to get judged, but it might happen.
Ah, Zechariah 7:11, you know.
It's Zechariah 7.
That's
As soon as you got it.
that prison.
And 111.
So,
Yeah, that's exactly right, Mom.
Where get it?
Zechariah 11.
Song. Zechariah what up?
7 and 11.
7:11.
Come on.
Psalms 119 first.
This is Psalms 119, verse 111.
Read
Bring it
on.
out.
Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage
Thy
forever.
testimonies have I taken as a heritage. The Most High gave us a heritage. He didn't give us religion. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments.
Come on.
Right? Islam's a religion. That's again being clothed with strange apparel.
Hey, that brother gonna get judged for that too. The Most High gonna destroy him, man. If he don't repent.
If you don't repent, man.
For they are the rejoicing of my heart.
For they are the rejoicing of my heart. The Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments.
It's like it real quick. And you see that she said that was his mother, and she was telling him the truth,
Yep.
and he was rejecting the knowledge of the truth.
And he didn't disobey his mother. He ain't gonna listen to her. He said, "Miss me with that."
Right. But again, it's for. Let's go back to John 20 and 27.
Zechariah 7:11.
7:11.
7:11. This is Zechariah 7, verse 11. But they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder.
Like that brother. He pulled away his shoulder. What he said,
He said, miss me with
miss
that.
me with, hey, the Most High gonna miss you with that salvation if you don't repent.
God.
Miss me with that.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, bro.
I shall leave you here and melt you. Remember that? It says, and stop their ears that they should not hear.
See, the Most High blocked that brother, man. And then his mother, honestly, she said she believes in the scriptures. She's talking about Pastor Geno Jennings, right?
She said, I belong to Pastor Geno.
Yeah,
She said,
Belong to
"That's-
Yahweh
We
Shemel
belong to
Shai.
Right.
How about Shem Yahshua. They belong,
Right.
she belonged to Geno Jennings. He ain't teaching her the Bible.
Can I say this out? Because the scriptures say Israel put on a covering, but not a covering of me. I think that's in Isaiah, the 1st chapter.
30.
They want to put on all these other strange apparels, but they don't want to put on the spiritual garment.
Exactly. And that's always been the problem. But again, if the Lord came down and said, I'm the Most High, this is my son, everybody would believe, but that's too easy. This truth ain't easy. We let in John 20:27 before that Edomite rolled up.
This is like the same John chapter 20. This is verse 27.
Read on.
Then saith he to Thomas,
Yup.
reach hither thy finger,
So Yahushua said, Thomas, look, because he ain't believe that Yahushua risen. Keep going.
and behold my hands,
Yup.
and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side,
And thrust it into my side, like how the Romans did. Keep going out.
and be not faithless, but believing.
And be not faithless, but believing. So he had a physical sign, right? He could put his hand in the Lord's wounds. That was a physical sign. Read on out.
And Thomas answered and said unto him,
And then Thomas, after doing that,
my Lord and my God.
yep.
Yahushua saith unto him,
So he believed at that point because he actually felt Yahushua's wounds.
Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed.
So Yahushua said, look, Thomas, because you have seen me, you have believed. That's even a saying in the world, seeing is believing. Keep going.
Blessed are they that have not seen,
So, but the Lord said, blessed is them that have not seen me,
and yet have believed.
but yet have believed.
Precept, huh?
That's who the Most High is dealing with. All right?
This is 1 John 5 and 10.
Read on.
He that believeth on the Son of power
Uh-huh.
hath the witness in himself.
So we have the witness in ourselves. Because why? The Most High has given us that spirit of wisdom and understanding.
He that believeth not God hath made him a liar,
He that believeth not the Most High have made him a liar,
because he believeth not the record that God gave of his Son.
and he believed not the record that the Most High gave of his son.
And that was that brother right there.
Exactly. And that was a lot of them. That's everyone, man.
This is Jeremiah 14 and 2.
Yup.
It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
The real Jews are in mourning. The real Jews are not even in their homeland.
And the cry of Jerusalem has gone up.
Right, so we're crying unto the Lord, trying to pipe. Didn't we just read in Luke, the Most High shall avenge his very elect. Okay? The Most High is going to avenge the election. But the rest of the people are going to perish therein when these times come. When the Most High brings his full sword judgments. Let me get Ezekiel 4. No, let me take this 4 and 1. Right? We got to start realizing, man, before it's too late. Okay, let me get Ezekiel 4.
This is Lamentations
16.
4 and 1.
Uh-huh.
How is the gold become dim?
How's the gold become dim? Right? Gold is a fine, precious metal. The Most High is appointing his people to find gold. But how does it become dim? It doesn't have the light. Okay? Just like when in your house you got a light dimmer. You can make it, put the brightness up, and then you can dim it down. Our people have been dimmed down to thinking they're Jamaicans. To thinking that they're Guatemalans, black people. We've been dimmed down to think that shit, man. We don't know. We've been dumbed down to think that these are our friends. These are our sworn enemies. Other than the Philistine nations, they are #1 enemy, man. We don't know.
How is the most fine gold changed?
How's the most fine gold changed? Keep going and corrupted.
The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
The stones, all right, and we don't even have a temple, man. Been destroyed by the heathen. But it's really our fault for being disobedient, man. But the Most High is pulling you back. Get Baruch 4:28.
This is Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
The Most High has only known the children of Israel, like all the families of the earth.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And the Most High is going to punish us for our iniquity. Okay? So why are we underneath the heathen? Why have we had borne the shame of the heathen? It says that the land bore the shame of the heathen. That's why Israel's a desert wasteland. Because the heathen is there. In Baruch 4:28.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from power,
So just like as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, like in the wilderness building golden calves because Moses is taking too long.
so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
But being returned to the Most High, seek him 10 times more. Pray without ceasing. All right? Get that in the Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians 4. Was that 5? Pray without ceasing. Go ahead,
It's 5 or 18, so.
Ezekiel 34 and 11.
Ezekiel 3:17.
Read on.
It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right. Son of man, I made you a watchman. So we're trying to watch for our people's souls, to warn them, wag the hand. Okay? And our message is not popular, right? Keep going.
It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Give them warning from me. Okay? So now the blood's off our hands. That's what it's all about. They were warning you about this last beast, okay, with the 2 horns, right? That came out of the sea of people, with the Democrats and the Republicans, which are a 2-headed snake. If you don't know that by now, you're in the congregation of the dead.
Yep.
You really are.
Precept. 1 Corinthians 7:35. It says, and this I speak for your own profit.
Yep.
Not that I may cast a snare upon you.
See, we're not trying to cast snares upon you. We're really trying to buy you back. We're trying to win you. We're trying to win souls back for the Lord.
It says, before that which is comely.
Not trying to trick you.
It says, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction.
See, attend upon the Lord without distractions. Okay? Because the fashions of this world pass away. We're going to keep reading. Keep reading on that.
Yep. This is verse 36. 1 Corinthians 7, verse 36.
Read on.
It says, if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely, it says towards his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age and need so require, let him do what he will, he sinneth not, let them marry.
Right. Going into it, if you burn, you can marry, okay? You don't have to be a eunuch. You don't have to abstain. Keep going on.
It says, nevertheless,
As a man,
he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity, but have power over his own will, and have so decreed in his heart. Yeah, right here. Slocky. This is 1 Corinthians 7:31.
read on.
It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it.
Right, so you can use this world, but don't abuse it, right? Like you got a driver's license, but you need to get to and fro, don't you? You might have a degree, and you might have a job where you're making ends for yourself. Yeah, you use this world, but you don't abuse it. You know that.
It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
The fashions of this world pass away. There's not going to be any type of remnant of how this society was run, what it looks like, what it smelled like in the kingdom of heaven. It's going to be completely changed. You got to understand that. And we're going to be changed, man, in the twinkling of an eye. Lord willing, man. Because everything is Lord willing. Matter of fact, get that in James 4. James 4 and 14. Real quick.
Ezekiel 30.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Let me get James out. For a while.
I got you, James.
Yep. Because everything is Lord willing, man. 4 and 14.
This is James 4 and 14.
Yep.
It says, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow.
See, you don't know what tomorrow brings. Okay? Keep going.
It says, for what is your life? It is even a vapor.
What is your life? It is even a vapor, right? A vapor that can dissipate at any moment. You understand that? You could be here in one day and gone the next. So what are you doing with your time? Okay? Are you invested in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Are you trying to do goodly works, man? Come on out.
James
Why they
4,
want you preoccupied in nonsense that don't matter? Because the fashion of the world pass away.
James 4 and 14.
Yep.
Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time,
Yep.
and then vanisheth away.
See, your life is then vanish away. Keep going.
It says, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we will live and do this or that.
See, so you gotta say Lord will, man. That's why we say Lord willing we doing this or that. Because you don't know what's going to befall you. All right? You have no idea. Keep going.
This is Hebrews 11, I'm going to start at 25. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
I was talking about Moses, man. That's why he slew that Egyptian.
Yep.
He said, yo, Ma, let's get that account real quick. Yeah, Exodus 2.
It says,
Exodus 2, all right.
it says Hebrews 11 and 25.
Yep.
Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy pleasures of sin for a season,
Right.
esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach great riches than the treasures in Egypt.
Esteeming the reproach. Because Yahushua right now is a reproach in the earth. All right? Y'all reading out that Bible. You talking about that hate. Right now the word is a reproach. And it is Yahushua. Didn't he say I come in the volume of the book?
It says, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. It says, by faith he forsake Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invincible.
See, not fearing the wrath of the king. Just like we don't fear the wrath of this, well, you say the modern day king of this man here would be Donald Trump. How does that sound? Right? But we don't fear these people coming up against us with their troops and their military and their police and the damn beach. Get the beach out. The beach SWAT or whatever they got going on. Beach patrol.
I'll say this because when you look at Egypt at the time being, the faith and the energy that Moses came with, even with Aaron, I guarantee you they probably looked at the king of Egypt just like Donald Trump. We think Donald Trump, we're not scared of him. We think he's a fucking idiot. Salakia.
Yeah, Salakia. He's retarded, man. And he said Donald Trump was a D student in high school. So how is he the president of the United States? It's not an election, it's a selection, right? It's a selection. This is all selected.
We know you Rothschilds, y'all in charge. We wagging our hand at you.
We know the people that run America ain't in America. No, it's 3 city-states. Vatican, London, and DC.
And then Israel is their little their cash cow.
Yeah.
You know how much billions of dollars they put into that state, which they got our land defiled.
Under the inhabitants thereof, man.
Yep. You Amalekites.
Yep. Get that in the go ahead.
This is Exodus chapter 2, verse 11.
Read on.
And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown.
See, when Moses had grown, right? Then what did Paul say too? When I was a child, I did what? I spake as a child. Understood as a child. Same thing with Moses. He understood as a child, but he grew up to know that, yo, this is my people, man. I don't care about living good if my people ain't living good. What's that wicked thing Jake say, right? It ain't fun unless the homies get some. Now that's wicked as all hell. But Moses was saying that in the spirit of righteousness. This ain't fun until my nation gets some, man.
That's right.
We want all our people to live good.
Hey, even Yahushua, what he did, man.
Right.
You know?
Sacrifice.
Yeah, Yahushua as well.
Going out. You ladies are Israelites. What Israelites?
that he went out
She
unto
got
his
a Dave
brethren.
Chappelle mask. See what happened? She got a Chappelle show
Yeah,
mask.
she
See,
got
that's the
Chappelle.
folly, man.
That's the folly,
People
bro.
got Gucci masks and Armani masks. Okay? That's the folly in this place, man. It's not here. Let's hear about our forefathers. Because guess what? When you read Sirach 44, the famous men, better believe Moses is one of them men is talking about. Okay? And ye Ethiopians also.
Shall be slain by the sword.
Hey, Kawash?
Kawash.
Smack him on the back of the head.
Back in Exodus 2 and 11, and it came to pass in those days
Yep.
when Moses was grown,
See, when Moses was grown,
that he went out unto his brethren
Yep.
and looked on their burdens.
see, the Most High went out to his brothers and he looked at their burdens. Like, yo, they living messed up, man. Like how they try to say how these entertainers do now. Jay-Z, oh, I own the Brooklyn Nets now. That's not doing nothing for niggas in the hood. That you own the Brooklyn Nets. Come on, man.
Right.
We don't not.
And he spied an Egyptian.
And he did what? He
And
spied.
he spied an Egyptian.
He spied
picked
one
him
of
out.
them. He spied one of them Egyptians that was putting burdens on his people.
That's right.
And he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew.
So he smit the Hebrew. He smacked him upside. He smacked him, man. He put
One
his
of
hands
his
on him.
brethren.
One of his brothers. Now, what would you do if somebody smacked your brother and you see that, man?
Right.
What you gonna do, man?
Hey,
Right? You gonna be like, you gonna be ready to go.
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Huh?
And that's one thing that the apostle said. When you read these scriptures, you gotta get a visualization in your head.
Exactly.
You visualize this as I'm reading this. And he looked this way and that way.
So Moses said, yo, he saw that and then he looked this way and that way, anybody looking. And then what he did, he
And
made
when
sure
he
the coast was clear.
And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the
And
Egyptian
then he killed him, man.
and hit him in the sand.
He killed it. That sound like a nigga in Chirac, don't it? That sound like a nigga in Brooklyn. That sound like a nigga in West Baltimore, right? What did he do to him out? You can shake your head all you want, brother.
He slew the
We read the
Egyptian
Bible.
and hit him in the sand.
He killed the Egyptian and then he hit his body in the sand.
That's right.
He said, man, forget about this dude, man.
Right.
We don't
I
know.
guarantee he gurglized and ripped his throat open.
He
with
did
a-
something
with a
brutal,
dagger.
man. He did, because he spotted him out first. He did something brutal, man.
Like,
It's a lie, bro. He ain't go whoop his ass. He went over there and killed
He had to
him.
die
You
for
feel
that.
me?
He said,
Yeah.
man, he said, forget this, bro.
I guarantee you his head went all the way to his back.
Man,
Hey.
that shit split.
We don't know.
Verse 13.
Yep.
And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews drove together.
See, two men of the Hebrews strove against one another, which it's against the law to do that. Man. Keep going out.
And he said to him that did wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
See that? So Moses, he was a peacekeeper, but he's also was a damn murderer for his people.
Yeah.
Keep going out. He said, why are y'all?
No, killer.
He was like,
killer.
why? Well, he murdered him. He premeditated that. He looked this
Oh.
way and that way and said, yo, I'm gonna get this guy, man. You can make a mistake and kill somebody.
Right,
Moses said,
that's
no, he
right.
gonna die.
And he
Right?
said,
But he said, why are you doing what?
and he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
So here go the scoffers, right? Who made you? And all he's doing is telling them, right?
Right.
Why are you brothers fighting against one another?
Right.
Intendest thou to kill me
Yep.
as thou killest the
So
Egyptian?
Moses was famous for smoothing that Egyptian. He hit him in the sand, but that, hey, word of mouth, yo, Moses just, right?
Body this.
Bodies him, man. Just like in the hood, yo, Tony, yo,
Uh,
he shot Day, man.
That's how you know this is our history.
That's
man.
our people,
Yeah.
man.
And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
See, and that's why Moses had to get out of there. He said, yo, this thing is known, man. But again, he did that for his people. And Yahushua is looking for men like that to put their life on the line,
come on.
okay? To put their life on, what's Ezekiel like? To put their life on the line, man. Y'all going into slavery, man.
That's right.
Slaves.
Slave.
Slaves.
Bro.
Slave.
Enjoy America's last day.
Bunch of slaves right there. You.
Enjoy America's last
Bunch
day.
of slaves, y'all.
34.
And 11.
Ezekiel 34, verse 11,
Esau, man.
it says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh,
Yup.
behold, I, even I, it says, will both search my sheep and seek them out.
See, Yahushua said, I will search my sheep and seek them out. Keep going.
It says, as a shepherd
Bitch
seek
ass.
about his flock in the day that he is among his sheep.
Just like a shepherd would seek out his what?
It says, as a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered.
See that he is among his sheep that are scattered, right?
It says, so will seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of the places where they have been scattered in a cloudy and dark day.
The Most High will deliver us, and that's the day of the Lord. But the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, in a thick and cloudy day, right? Go ahead,
This is Obadiah 1 and 2. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art despised. It's like, that's not what I wanted.
Go to verse 15 real quick.
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted.
Obadiah 1.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Obadiah 1 and 15.
Read on.
It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
The day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, them looking.
Keep going.
Look at them. It says, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
Right, so the God believes in the eye for an eye. He said, what you have done is going to be done to you.
Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Now, a reward is just something you earn. It's not an MTV Music Award. If you reward yourself evil, if you do evil, you're going to be rewarded evil. You do good, you're going to be rewarded good. Right?
Simple.
Exactly. It ain't a BT Award or an Oscar. Robert Downey Jr. looking at it. Ain't none of that, man. Read on that. Was that it?
I jumped to 17.
Yeah.
Obadiah 1 and 17. It says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
Only Zion's getting delivered, bro. Which means a monument for the Most High.
Why didn't that devil be?
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to redeem his people.
It says, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
See, we shall possess our possessors and their possessions. We're going to get their land, their people, their cattle, gold, silver. We're going to get everything. We're going to get their lives. Everything, man.
We're going to be gods over them.
That's right. But the Most High is only going to give that to his elect. And right now, the sheep, we're looking for the sheep. You got that out?
St. John chapter 10, verse 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep, man. We ready to lay our lives down, man.
That's right.
1 John, 1 John 3 and 16. Read that again, Marshall, and then get that out.
This is St. John chapter
Keep it
10,
rolling, now.
verse
Keep going,
11. I am the good shepherd.
Yep.
The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
Read on.
But
1 John 3. Well, let me get 1 John 3 and 16.
Okay, go.
The good shepherd laid down his life for the sheep. We ought to be like-minded in your Hamashiach. Okay? We ought to be ready to do that same thing. Got it?
This is 1 John 3, verse 16.
Yep.
It says, hereby perceive we the love of Yahweh.
See, this is how we love Yahweh and Yahushua.
It says, because he laid down his life for us.
That he laid down his life for us.
It says, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
And we ought to lay our lives down for our brother, right? Just like Moses put his life on the line for his brother that got smitten by that Egyptian. Okay, he could have got killed for that, man. And he eventually had to flee because that thing was known. We gotta do the same thing, man. We gotta be prepared to do these same acts.
That's right, man.
Right? And that's just the truth of the matter, man. Where we at? Who's the last?
I got it.
Who's in, John?
I was
10 and get 10 and 13 out.
Get this up.
Go ahead, out.
This is Ephesians 6, and I'm gonna start at 10.
Right?
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord
Right.
and in the power of his might.
Yep.
Put on the whole armor of Yahweh,
Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua,
that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. Gringo and amigo. Gringo and amigo.
It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
right?
but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness,
Against the ruins of the darkness
of this world,
of this world. The ruins of the darkness of this world.
against spiritual wickedness in high places.
But because they're praying, hey sisters, they're praying over your weave, they're praying over this music, brothers, they're praying over all this stuff, spiritual wickedness in high places. But what's is that it on there?
It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, having done all to stand.
Right, doing all to stand. What? Loving your brother, doing the works, okay, loving the Most High, Get that in Philippians and we out of here, man.
This is Philippians.
But how are you going to be able to sustain and do all that, man? You got temptation out here.
Right. Yo, that's crazy.
It ain't right, bro.
Right.
It really ain't, man. That's why the fashions of this world going to pass away, man.
This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 13.
Read on.
I can do all things through Hamashiach,
Who strengthens us.
which strengthens
We
me.
can do all things through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai,
Done.
who strengthens us, man.
That's right.
And with that, we're going to get all praises.
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Shalom to the elders in the Yaku. Through thy precepts, I get
understanding.
Death to Ocean City. Yeah,
That's right.
Hey, you know what? Yahweh?
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai.
Yahushai,
Shalak.
Shalak,
Rai.
Rai,
Wa.
Wa,
Osh.
Osh,
Wa.
Wa,
Einosh.
Einosh,
Abad.
Abad,
Al.
Al,
Ata.
Ata,
Ocean City.
Ocean City,
Baba Kusha.
Baba Kasha,
Abanawa.
Abanawa,
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
All right.